Late.
What's good? What's good? It's late night with 30, and got a few people with me. Got a few fucking people with me, which
Look how he's
really,
laying on the
really
couch.
anyone-
Chris looks like a cam model that we just happened to pick up along the way. What is this? Here?
That's great.
just because that was brought up early, and we already know how this goes off the rails.
Oh my god.
This isn't one of those type of shows where you're paying Chris to take anything off or to insert anything or to do anything sexual.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are we inserting here now?
You contact him on your own private time and you go through that. This isn't through Horror Research 30. This isn't that. He's just chilling on the couch. He's a Puerto Rican chilling on the couch.
Casting call with Sir Sturdy, everybody.
If we could do a show like this, if we could do a show like this or over on Mick at Night or something, where we go on like as this, go on that Omegle site where they, try to put people through. God, how many dicks would we see on just fucking hilarious.
I don't want to go through that. I don't want to do that.
Then get Nick Cage on your show.
Yo, I feel like Burt Reynolds.
That's what you're going for? That's the tone you want right now?
That's the tone you're going for? What were you thinking he was going for?
Fucking
the Jeff Goldblum scene from Jurassic Park.
And I'm not, and the way he's sitting right now, I don't like how similar we look. I'm not I'm not sure I like that. I don't like that.
Like your twins.
You gotta sit up, man. That is hilarious.
As long as Cliff doesn't make an appearance, we're all good.
No, he gets more comfortable. It's all good.
Chris is the guy at the party that lays down on the couch early.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I better.
Yo, throw me. Yo, let me get some chips.
Mom, the meatloaf. Fuck. What are we talking about tonight, Sturdy? Oh, we watched what is it? Christmas Evil, right?
Boom.
What?
It's a Wonderful Knife.
It's a wonderful night,
dude. You did a good job. That's a good design. I like it.
Appreciate that.
Would you shut up on the couch over there, cam model? What is this, a casting couch?
Yeah.
He's about to get fucked in 3 seconds. Turn that camera off.
If you know the couch, you know the couch. If you don't know the couch, you don't know the couch.
Oh my god. This
Bam couch.
This isn't even like the casting couch website. This is like an amateur style, like, hey, I'm here for the audition. Oh, hey. Oh, you're taking your top off. And it's two dudes fucking.
He's here to play Sir Sturdy in the Puerto Rican remake of Horror with Sir Sturdy.
I love that.
Look.
Oh my god!
You know this is a podcast, right? You're just talking in the air and shit. I can't wait till the people who listen to this and are like, "Why is a robot talking in the background?"
They all said they can hear.
Damn AI! AI's alive. Watch out. Skynet's gonna happen.
Do I sound distant?
You do now.
They said anything. I asked earlier on the last one. Everybody was like, "Yeah, it's fine. You're good." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Oh my god!
Just keep your pants on.
And you ain't no closer to the.
You should
Why's your
like
hand down there?
You should be like.
Why is it going back and forth?
Podcasters who hold their mic.
Keep your hands on screen at all times.
Why do I hear some weird slapping noise?
Yeah.
Also, he pans over to the jar of mayonnaise and the jar of Vaseline. Like, wait a minute.
He's like,
wow.
so many R&B movies right now, or R&B albums right now. That's what he's doing right now. Them covers, them 80s R&B covers.
Yeah, that's an album cover right there.
Or it's gonna be new R. Kelly's new album cover.
That's
Little
hilarious.
That's not an
note.
album cover. That's a cover for somebody who went missing or died like 40 years ago, and somebody put a fucking decal on the back of their goddamn thing.
Wow.
Saying, only the good die young.
Have you seen this child?
All right.
Wow.
Chris, that picture looks like you're a memory.
Damn fucking telephone.
Yep.
He's on the missing kids. He's on the missing kids wall at Walmart.
Make
I
it
just
bigger
live
so you
forever.
can
They
post
go
this
on.
your Instagram.
Yeah, you do look like a lot. Mick, you're right. He looks like
Yep.
those
Oh
pictures
my
you
God.
see on the ID channel.
Oh my
Forensic
God.
Files.
Hold on. I got to save this shit. This is fucking hilarious to me.
Dude, we look too much alike, yo. What the fuck?
Have you
Oh
seen
my
this child?
You've seen this child.
That is bananas.
I
Yo.
got
What
it.
the
I
hell?
got it. I'm
Have
going
you
to say
seen this
R.I.P. Chris. R.I.P. Worst damn funeral ever.
The last time Chris was seen, he was getting on a bus going north.
It was an early, brisk Friday morning.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit.
All right, gentlemen. I guess
Seems I'm always causing a ruckus somewhere. I'm sorry.
It's even like your picture's blurry too, so it even adds to the
It's so
effect.
the old
creepy.
style.
It's like that 90s missing child poster. It's got the
Yeah,
weird filter.
It's like
and everything.
it's like an old flip phone photo.
It does sound like he was
look
forced to
like
like
the
lay like
photo
that and take that picture. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, you look like the photo the news puts up to
That's
be
like one of the
"This is
first
last
YouTube
person
videos."
he was seen with.
this is the last person
You need
he
to
was-
microfiber that lens or something, yo.
Oh my gosh.
And he's frozen, so it's so much creepier.
Excuse me.
No, he's just not moving.
Oh my
I'm
God,
not.
that's
I'm
even
not.
worse.
How do you hold so still? What the hell?
He's high as fuck. He doesn't even know
Yeah,
where
that
he
makes
is right
that
now.
makes sense. That makes sense.
He's
Oh.
lost in his own mind.
Marijuana.
Yep.
We be sniping in video games. Blaze.
All right, as you guys know, I'm the host of this TV show, Sir. Hold up.
Of missing children photos.
Diego is always a good boy.
What happened to my poor Diego?
Oh my god. You all seen them shits walking into Walmart, yo. Have you seen this child?
Oh my. I will not be Mike Wazowski.
Oh my god.
Look at
You're
Jason's
blocking
face up in the
homie.
corner.
You're
Just
blocking
He's gotta go.
Oh, should we move that out the way? My fault.
I will not be censored.
Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, I'm crying.
Appreciate you coming.
Oh fuck yeah, we love this shit. We love this shit. But anyway, I'm your host. We're having a fucking blast, as you can see. Not even 10 minutes in, and this shit's already going off of some old people energy because we're all 35 and up.
for some reason you roped us in for a midnight show.
And I don't know how everybody's awake right now with all this energy, but we're gonna do our best. Now I know people are gonna be waking up grumpy tomorrow and yelling at their kids for no reason, but it's gonna be worth it.
Shut up. I was doing sturdy show all night.
Boom. Mr. Smooth, you know who you are?
Look at this fucking picture. Look at
I
this
am here
picture.
for the worst.
Admire this for a
Thank
second.
you, sir.
This is the
Appreciate
roast
you.
of
It's
Chris.
Saturday. I don't care. Follow me over on
I'm a professional.
TikTok.
I'm a
I just
professional
reached
gamer.
1,000.
Dude,
All right.
why is
Watch
your
my
camera
streams.
just
Get
floating?
to hit the.
It looks like you're being
They're all
filmed.
great. Now go.
It looks like you're being filmed to be
Oh.
kidnapped.
And there's the kidnapper.
He does look like the dude that got.
Right.
Oh,
Chris
man.
was last seen getting in my van.
He's got him locked up in the basement with chains
Yo,
on the couch.
Yeah, you know what it
I
is?
look
He's
like a coyote.
not even anything sexual or anything like that. He's just after his hair. He's forcing him to grow his hair out so he can put it on, wearing them as wigs, different hairstyles.
Lord.
Goddamn R.I.P. Chris.
Shut up,
Ooh,
eat your pancakes. My friend Chris died 20 years ago.
That's rough. That's rough right there.
Chris, the 1990s called. They want their photo back.
One grumpy like.
Well, go ahead and let people know who you are, Jason. Let them know who you are. Let them know they can follow you. Whatever you want them to know about you.
Oh, my name is Jason. I like long walks on the beach, and I host the Three Geeks podcast. Check us out. We're live. Not live anymore this year, but we're still on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Still doing new shows throughout the rest of the year, just pre-recorded. Come say hi, hang out with us, and me and Sturdy will get our shit together for Scary Snobs. It's happening. We'll be back next year at some point.
Yes, sir. Matthew.
My name's Matt. I host You and Your Horror Movies on YouTube and also on Instagram, where I do a lot of horror movie reviews and showing off films in my collection.
Nice. Come on, you son of a bitch. Now here we go. This shit fucking up again. Hang on.
I think
Man.
Sturdy
The
got a
drama
stroke.
out there.
Just pause.
Nuts. Stop. Boom. There we go. There we go.
Get your shit together, Sturdy.
It's not me. It's this fucking restream thing. It was doing this same shit the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I hang out with Sturdy. He's my friend. That's all I'm gonna say about
Nick from the Scene Snobs. Go check him out.
SceneSnobs.com.
I'm Jeff. I don't do shit. I'm Sturdy's cousin. I'm here for moral support. I'll let you know.
That worked.
That's it.
No,
You didn't put Chris up on the screen.
Huh?
You didn't put Chris up to promote his shit.
Yeah, I did.
Do we need- I'm pretty sure he did.
That was the first one.
Yeah, he
He
did.
was the first one.
Just busy laughing on the couch, all silent.
But no, what I was gonna say is, so with this one, this is an awesome episode. It's the first time my cousin Jeff is on here, and he's one of. So it was me, it was his brother Josh, it was my brother Zach, it was our other two cousins, which are actually siblings, Gisela and Jazzy. A lot of fucking J's, and all of them were older than me, way older than me. They got me to like 40 years.
Jesus Christ, dude! You didn't have to go that hard.
Anyway, anyway.
Hey, Jeff,
Damn.
can you hear me? Thanks for coming. Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
he doesn't-
He
he and Chris look very similar in age, and
all of
they're
their
younger
parents,
than
all
I
of their
am.
parents at age. But no, so
Wow.
like we would always hang out. Like we were just close knit. We would always hang out. I was the baby of the family, and I was allowed to hang out with them, like when they're watching horror movies and all this other stuff. And the rule was, do not wake up mom if we're at my mother's house, or do not wake up aunt so and so, because you know what's gonna happen. And all of us are gonna get our ass beat. One, because we're letting you watch a horror movie. Two, because you're down here watching a horror movie. Three, because you woke him up. Four, because you guys down here letting him watch this movie. Five, because you woke me up. Six, because I can't. There's just a bunch of crazy ass reasons.
And
There's
the worst one of all is your mother would make us wash all them fucking dishes in her kitchen. Yeah.
yes, yo, all the time.
Oh my god. Yo. That was a fear of mine since childhood.
Yo, my mother was wild with that shit.
The dishes was like this.
The funny thing is, like, it can't even be a point to where they'll be like, I'd be at your guys' house for like a week, or Michael's house for like a week, come home to a sink full of dishes. I'm like, what the hell? Where'd these come? You better do them if you want to blah, blah, blah. Like, what the like, friends would literally, dead ass, you could ask him this, because he would come over, his family, just to come over to do something, so we could all do something. Like, all right, let's help him just knock these dishes out so we can go
a visit,
do
man. A visit, man. I remember one time, dude, she was like, "I'll give you 75 cents. You wash those dishes." I was like, "Nah, no,
Snowballed like a motherfucker.
that's like illegal child labor. I'm not doing that."
So sneak around with that belt, like, all right, we give you 75 cents and this or this. You choose.
Man, listen. The first experience I ever had with chitlins was at your mom's house. That shit smelled nasty. I couldn't do it.
Oh Jesus!
It was terrible. It was terrible.
Chitlins, man. That's nasty.
Yeah, yeah.
I would never, ever.
Yeah, I don't know. No, thank you.
What's with the What's with this? Pardon me for the way I think, but what's with the segregation, dude?
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't
Wow.
I mean, what?
Oh, you
All
know
right.
what?
Mix it up a
Actually,
little bit. Mix it up a little
actually,
bit.
no.
It's a family
keep
show. It's a family
We'll stay
show.
down. We'll stay down here. It's all right.
Fine.
Okay.
We're cool with it.
Yeah, it's about time we got kept
I don't
down.
think any of us want to jump up top.
Put a
Alright.
white man down. We're okay.
I'm not replacing anybody. on the
Honestly,
top.
here's
Down
what
here.
I
Fair
can
is
put
fair.
Jeff next to me because this is the first episode he's been on there. He's my cousin, so I'm gonna play him next to me.
It's fine. Sturdy. You don't have to justify.
I know.
man.
I was
We're
kidding,
good.
dude. I was kidding. It's
The
like-
light
But
skins, they
then,
just kind of.
we're not. I mean, I'm not offended. I don't think they are.
I hope not.
I
It
know
was a joke. It
Jason
was a
pretty
joke.
well. I'm sorry, I do not know you well enough yet, Matt. But I think
That's
we're
all
all
good.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
fine.
All right, so let's let's look at round table.
That's a
real
really
quick.
personal fucking question you're asking.
No,
Now I'm
it's
offended.
It's nothing about your nipples or your penis. I promise.
Whoa.
Who and what got you into horror? And I pretty much answered mine. And what's the first horror movie that scared you? So Jeff was a part of getting me into horror. The first movie that I remember that scared me, Creep Show, Part 2, Hitchhiker. Thanks for the ride. Like I was so fucking scared. I don't remember who walked me to the bathroom because I was damn near about to shit on myself. But one of them had to walk me to the fucking bathroom, wait outside for me for the bathroom so I can go take a shit and come back and finish the movie. But that scared the fuck out of me. And now I watch it and laugh like, why is this fucking scary? But I love it. So that's my thing. So whoever wants to go next, I don't know how you guys want to do it. Mick, you want to go next?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so I guess I always was intrigued by horror movies. Like whenever you saw the trailers on TV, as like when I was real little, and I'd say by that standard, I would say without seeing the whole movie at that time yet, Child's Play probably scared the shit out of me just by the trailers and being like 5. You know, it's freaking the hell out. But my first horror movie was The Exorcist. So I'd say that's probably the first movie that really scared me. And I was not ready for it. My mother was watching it and she was like, you can watch this movie, but just a scary movie. So, and that was it. That was like, I grew up fucking Catholic, Irish Catholic, like that was a big deal. So, but it as much as it scared me, it intrigued me too. And it really got me into the love of them. So, that's really kind of where it started.
Nice. Jason?
Oh man, that's a freaking. I want to say the It miniseries was the one that scared me first, but I think Freddy's the Nightmare on Elm Street 2 was the first one that I saw that scared me because I think it was before that.
And then who got you into horror? Like who or what got you into horror?
I don't remember. My grandfather rented me the movie, so maybe him.
Okay.
I think I got myself into horror. He just let me rent them.
That's fair. Matt, how about you?
Started when I was watching movies with my dad. We would watch the old black and whites, the westerns, the war movies, and of course horror. And I would ask my dad, like, does this have a monster in it? He's like, yeah. So I was glued to it. So I'd always want to watch the old horror black and whites from the 50s and 60s. But the one that really got me kind of freaked out was Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. I remember my sister rented it, and I'm doing my homework in the living room. And I would always peek around the corner watching, and my mom would be yelling at me, do your homework, and I want to watch this movie. And it's right in the beginning, too, when the Freddy worm scene popped out. When he comes out of the ground, he looks, grabs the girl, starts swallowing her. Nancy comes to save her, and we just the face, and just bolts. That's freaked me out.
Nice. Was good, Chaos. And how about you, Chris?
What up? My dad's very similar to magical Universal monster movies, the Bela Lugosi fucking Dracula, and the it evolved from there. Once like I found out what Child's Play, and that's the stuff that was always in my nightmare. So that was the stuff that even though it scared the shit out of me, and I'm like, I probably should stay away from this, but I just had to always watch.
And Jeff, what about you? Like I know ours are probably similar, but you do have me by a few years, by quite a few years. I don't know how many.
40.
Yeah, so
I may have exaggerated.
yeah, a little bit. So anyway, like I don't know if I think back to some of the early ones, like Children of the Corn. Someone posted that remind me of that. Pet Cemetery was another one. Child's Play. I remember just what got me into it was like when my parents would be watching it and I'd be sneaking around. Remember how a living room was set up? I used to go behind the couch and like peek around the corner and just watch it. They never got up. They were drinking and whatever, so I'd sneak and watch it. And I was never scared. And they were like, "You can't watch this because you'll be scared." And I wanted to tell them I already seen it and I ain't scared, but I would have got my ass whooped, so I never told them. So
that is some shit. Like looking back,
it was fun to sneak and look and see what's the big deal. You know what I mean?
No, not just that part, but like the whole of them being so nonchalant about a lot of shit. Like looking back, it's like because they were fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know that. You're like, I'm being real sneaky. I'm sneaky. I'm a kid. Like, no,
I know you think you're a ninja, but they're drunk as shit and they don't know any better. Yeah, that was me. That was me. So
all they hear is the movie and the bag of chips that they're eating out of. That's it.
Yeah, but the ones now I like are like the paranormal, and I like that. I like slasher a lot, but paranormal, good paranormal is my favorite. So
see, slasher is my favorite because it's what got me into horror, and I feel like it's what really kept me into it. But I love paranormal because they have such amazing fucking stories. Paranormal is up there, and I love found footage as well.
Yeah, found footage is cool. Yeah. I like it all. But
so you had to sneak, first.
The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that was good too.
Nice.
When I was a kid, we had to do that. So remember Snick on Nickelodeon?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And they had
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
9:30 they had Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes.
And like I was allowed to watch that. I was at that age. I think it was like 7 or 8 or something like that. I forget how old I was.
I would even watch that older, but go ahead.
Maybe even it might have been 10. So like that was I was allowed to watch that. It was fine. And my cousin would always be freaking out, so we were never allowed to. And then immediately after was Tales from the Crypt, and I've always wanted to watch that.
I used to love watching that. Yeah.
Not allowed to, but I remember my brothers would go in and watch it, and like they'd all be setting up, like, from the parents and all that stuff would be going to bed, and like they would hide me on like the side of the couch to watch it, and I'd be freaking out cove there watching. It was so crazy, but that was a great show, introductory for horror too.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And why we all gathered here tonight, people?
To find out what happened to Chris in 1972.
No, not that. We'll talk about that another time. We'll talk about that in like a lifetime. Which I do want to say is before we dive into this movie, my wife did say this before I try to take credit for it because I love taking credit for everything. She said that this movie, the way it starts and ends, it felt kind of like a Hallmark horror movie, but it wasn't a bad movie. And from some of the way that it was, I was like, I agree. But with that said, let's dive into this movie. Real quick though, I don't remember the cartoon version of Tales from the Crypt.
Yep, I remember that. Yep,
it's on Tubi.
Yeah, I remember that. Those were good.
Tubi's amazing. Go check that out. Go check out Tubi.
Yeah.
Go check out Tubi.
I used to have the toys for the Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Can I add to Pluto TV?
Yes.
Don't sleep on Pluto. Pluto's got a great lineup of movies.
And if you have Amazon Prime, there's another one called Freevee.
Freevee is
Even just signing up for Amazon, not necessarily the Prime version, but just
Freevee's pretty fucking good too.
Yeah, a lot of good shit on there.
As evident as he's sitting there watching TV now.
Hope you have a great weekend as well. So let's dive into these early ratings. No reason, just give your ratings, and then we're gonna get right into this. Why we rated what we're gonna rate it. I guess I'll kick it off. I did have fun with this movie. I have some gripes about it. So right now I'm gonna start off with I'm gonna say a 5. I'm gonna say a 5 for right now. That could go up, that could go down, but we will see.
Thanksgiving gets a 10.
Yeah. Thanksgiving is a different kind of movie, though.
You guys know how I feel about Christmas movies, and this was a pretty good one, so I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay. Oh,
He's up.
Yeah, right now. I'm thinking 7.5.
who's next? Oh, yeah.
Going between like I want to say like 5 and 7 because it could. I don't know. There's some stuff I like, some stuff I don't like. I mean, I think it's decent. Some things could have been done a little bit better, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Gonna go with a 6.
We'll go 6. That works. That works.
All
For me, I'll probably give this one a little bit like a 7.5 out of 10. I had some issues with it, but also there were some scenes I did like.
Nice. And Mr. McManhattan.
I was leaning towards a 6, but I think a 7 is justified. My problems with this are pretty minimal.
Yeah, I could see mine kind of going up. That's why I kind of started with a 5. I didn't want to start too high because I really want to think about it. But I know the discussions it could really change. But yeah, let's dive into it. And just because you mentioned it, Mick, what are your gripes with this film? What are your gripes with this movie?
Not too much. First of all, the angel costume, awesome.
Yes,
that was such
I'll
a
agree
cool.
with that.
And for the fact that in the past, let's say, and I'm gonna really say because of Terrifier 2, the past 3 years we've had 3 awesome characters like revealed to us in horror that I think could go down as like sort of that famous like iconic status, and that is John Carver from the Thanksgiving movie.
Yes.
The angel, if they kept this up and they keep it going, because I think this could be a really cool story.
It's almost like I don't want to say exactly like, but kind of similar to, and I feel like better, more entertaining for me, but Scream in a sense, but a Christmas version.
Yeah, that's a great point. I got a lot of that from this, and a couple other themes to this that I see in other movies. I dug the just the idea of really the first and second act. I would say,
yeah,
everything they kind of led up to is great. That third act, to me, they're loose on a lot of things, a lot of explanations and stuff. So like that's really took it away from me. I liked all the actors in it. I thought everybody did a really good job. Justin Long's always funny. I think he's always funny in these movies. He's a good time. Joe McHale, of course. Yeah, I think everybody did a really good job. And all the way throughout, I thought this was a good story just until they got to those explanations of what's going on and why she's, how she can get back. Just because it seems like they treated it a little bit they dumbed it down compared to all the other explanations we were getting at the time. So, and it felt kind of rushed too, in my opinion.
I thought this movie was going to be awful until Mick recommended it to me about a week ago, and I watched it just a couple days ago, and I had fun. I like the similarities to the It's a Wonderful Life, and I kind of like twist at the end where they thought they were one parallel to the characters from the original movie, but they were actually reversed, and I kind of dug that. Yeah, I really like this. I'm a sucker for Christmas movies. I'm a sucker for love stories. So, like, this movie snuck in a love story too that I didn't really see coming.
I dug that too. I really like how they played up because I thought they were going to go back in time in some way, like I wish I was never born or whatever, and they bring her back to say like you did this. I'm so glad they didn't. I'm so glad they kept it very similar to It's a Wonderful Life, where it's happening present, and like she changed her life for the better. So that just I don't know. I thought that was a cool element to it.
Yeah, and we do spoilers here, right?
Yeah, of course. Hell yeah.
And the fact that the girl remembered at the end, I dug that too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bernie.
I like how she played it off at first. Like, what are you doing here? I'm just playing. And like I see, and I feel like that's what kind of, which probably is why my wife made the comment about the hallmarky feeling. It's kind of the way it ended was too kind of happy-ish, and kind of took the horror, like that whole kind of end part, kind of took away from the horror aspect of it. But it was still not a bad movie at all. And I really did enjoy the costume, like you were mentioning earlier, Mick. That shit was really fucking awesome, and it's something to where I wouldn't mind seeing another film, and it may make me enjoy this one better, depending on how they tie together, and if they did maybe even 2 more films. Just give us a trilogy and kind of see how that goes.
You could even do it easily too, like without having to have the whole "I wish I was never born" thing, and just kind of move past that and just say, so if the one girl remembered her in the end, maybe other people remember, and they remember they were part of the killing spree or whatever, and she has different killers popping up. And she
could have the brother there, the brother of the mayor. He could be the next kind of killer because of all the situation that he dealt with.
Yeah,
he could be the next antagonist.
Yep.
There you go.
This is the first movie I've been able to look at Justin Long in since I saw Tusk. Tusk really fucked me up. Like imagery in that movie.
Tusk is great.
So I learned watching this that I can finally watch Justin Long movies again without like being disgusted. That made me happy.
So you didn't watch
Jeepers Creepers? Wasn't he in Jeepers Creepers?
I haven't seen Barbarian yet. No.
Yeah, but he was in Jeepers.
Barbarian. Yeah, Barbarian was decent.
Yeah. He was in that. He dies.
No.
I mean, he dies and everything. Which I gotta. There's this meme going around, and I'm just gonna show it off on here just to show you guys. But boom.
Oh.
So
yeah, I saw that.
I
wonder whose meme that is.
You know, just had to throw that on out there. Just had to throw that on out there. Created by the Scene Snobs, of course, but appreciate
You don't have to say that. Just take the credit.
No. Listen. I'm going to give credit where credit's due until I learn the I want to. It's how I roll, man.
I just meant because I didn't realize I put the banner so big.
No, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. People need to see it because they see it. It's not like big and bold because you still did it like with the turn the color down or whatever.
Yeah.
But yes, people. He dies in this movie twice. Actually, no. Yeah, twice.
They're two different killers.
Yeah,
we kind of act a little bit differently. You know what I mean? Their motive was a little bit different,
and the style, like the way they did it in this movie, which I probably will raise my rating because I have to give credit for this. The way they did it in this movie, as far as having the 2 different killers. With her, like, saying she wishes she wasn't here, and that whole shit in the sky, whatever the fuck it was called. What was it called?
Borealis.
The Northern Lights. Yeah,
Northern Lights. That.
Yeah, that's magic light.
Love you, Sturdy.
He doesn't because he dies all the damn time.
Oh, dude, there's another horror movie that just came out either this year or last year. And it was in the vein of Dracula. It was called like The House of Harkness, where the 3 brides of Dracula, I guess, capture him or whatever. I didn't see it. So anybody else saw it, go right ahead.
No, I've never even heard of it.
No,
it's kind of cool.
like
in
you
this
guys
movie
said,
that
there's
did the review.
not.
Oh, sorry.
Nah,
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say, like you guys are, like you guys said, there's not much to really complain about other than the fact, like what Mick said, the pacing gets a little bit accelerated. It doesn't really give you exactly the payoff you want, and then that happy-go-lucky kills it just a little bit, and those are the biggest gripes that I like 7, almost 8 range. But if you've fixed that as far as that end feel there and how fast it just felt like they rushed towards the end, then again, this feels super dope. We got multiple different killers using the same imagery or whatnot with cool twists, using things that's like hard to comprehend and think about. So you kind of got to just get past it fast and accept it and then let the story keep going. So I had a good time with it though. And then you loop in Christmas to it. For me, it's this weird vaccine vibe between Christmas being vibe all the time to like scary and this dismal feel of like what's going on.
Stop moving.
It's
like you're trying to dodge your camera. I'm like sitting here trying to follow everything you say and you. Oh my god, that's killing my eyes.
It's like we're playing dodgeball.
Oh god, dude. See, fucking A. So that was a good point. I like your point. The only thing I would add to this is that the one thing they added to at the end that kind of was weird. And it was almost like this girl power moment. You know, like fuck the patriarchy moment where that wasn't a theme throughout. And then it just felt like it was kind of shoehorned in and it kind of reminded me of another movie I actually liked, except for it had third act pacing, in my opinion, was the 2019 Black Christmas movie. I was like, if you didn't call it Black Christmas, I think people would have enjoyed it. You know, because it's not a remake, but I thought it was just well done for whatever it was. Yeah. The themes are a little heavy-handed, but I mean, whatever. So yeah, but it was that third act where it was really just kind of like, okay, we're forcing this down the throat. You had a really good movie here. I'm not saying that can't be a theme, but you had a really good movie here. Why are you adding elements that you haven't talked about the entire time? That's where it gets jarring for me. Not that you can't have those themes, but the fact that it just like is like, why are you shoehorning this in here?
They disappear.
Yeah.
Right.
So I didn't like that about it either, because that throws off pacing, in my opinion, too.
Another thing I didn't like about this movie with the third act, they added this weird supernatural element with Justin Long's character. Like when they killed the first killer, they realized they got to kill Justin Long's killer. When they show up, he's in this almost like a cult-like scenario where he's like this king cultist, where he executes someone and everyone's in like this trance. They got the green eyes and everything. Like,
yeah, I found that a little weird too.
Yeah, I was like way out of left field. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
I'm like, why are there? Yeah, you don't know why that happens. It doesn't.
Yeah, it does make no sense.
Scene.
Right. It's like he's got control over the town now.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, that made absolutely no sense.
I assumed that it was because of the drugs. Everybody was on the drugs, and that's what where the control was coming in. It was crappily put together. I wish they actually kind of fleshed that out, because a cult-like feel would have opened this movie up way more, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that statement too about the cult thing. Kind of came out of nowhere.
Like I would love to see like a showdown between them two, like in the mall. Like he built this big ass mall. The town's there. They're all like, whatever. We're here for Justin's character because he's the mayor. But the two girls had to go in and kind of like assassinate him somehow, like in front of everybody, and realize this is the real killer. This is your real. He's the killer of the town. He's the killer of all of your families because of all the drugs and everything. Somehow knock him down several pegs and take him out. I think that would have been so much better than this, whatever they gave us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was in the like 6 to 7 range, because there was things like that. Like the other thing, maybe this is a little nitpicky, but me being me, like the situations where the killer's in the house and he's about to stab one of them, and she picks up a picture off the wall, hits him with it. And now they have all this time to get outside, and they just stand there. As soon as they come out the door, they stand there. Like, if you hit me with a picture frame, I'm sorry, it's not gonna knock me out. You know what I mean? So maybe it's a little too,
They're trying to throw that dramatic,
that's like the movie stuff, but I mean,
slasher
that kind of
theme
thing,
style. You're not getting a slasher down.
Yeah, I kind of felt like I saw something like those type of scenes coming with this movie. You know what I mean? I mean, I
They've done it before in
some
all
of the
the
stuff I
Scream
saw,
movies.
Yeah, some of the stuff I saw in there was like, all right, that's a slasher movie thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I did like it. I liked, what you guys said about the costume. Loved it. That was awesome. Like, I think this if they do another one and they do it right, it could be off the hook. It could be really, really good.
And I think just losing, if you lose that element of the It's a Wonderful Life element of getting wiped out of existence or whatever, you can move forward with even still a supernatural feel, like go the cold feel, whatever you want to do. But if you did a sequel, like I feel like if you clear that out, then just
the slasher / supernatural / I'm like, all right.
A lot
So,
of plot holes there. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I did like it though. It was a good movie. I'd watch it again.
Yeah, I agree.
It was pretty good.
Rode this.
Go ahead.
You're good.
We're listening.
Gets too busy moving his camera.
They rode this real quick line for a little of like almost like for a second like the Christmas Carol thing, and like with them being in the theater and stuff like that, but they just kind of gave you that vibe for that like 5-10 minutes there.
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking down and talking, are you talking to us or your dick?
Wow. The microphone. Trying to make sure that
I really like this movie.
Oh, Jeff got up and left. He had enough.
I'm not looking at this guy's hair anymore.
I'm tired of this shit.
Oh shit!
Wild motherfuckers acting up on here. Oh man, fucking Justice Long though. Is there a horror movie where he survives? No.
Tusk. He survived Tusk.
The worst way. Like that's a movie you kind of wish. Fortunately, sorry, you should die, dude. Like your life just sucks.
Yeah, that was.
Well, they're supposed to do the end of the trilogy there with the Great Northern Trilogy with Moose Jaws, where they were supposed to have Justin Long's character come back as the walrus to fight the giant moose, supposedly.
I would have watched that.
I hope he does it. I hope Kevin Smith does finish that up.
Well, right now he just announced that they're going to do another Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Oh shit! Go to retirement.
He's digging something. Maybe they poop in each other's diapers because they're old, or pee in each other's diapers or something, or take each other's medication. Who knows? Do the hip granddad or some shit.
What?
What are you looking for?
Reaction. Yes, I'm trying to look for my number.
What's happening?
All right. I don't know. Put him backstage till he comes back.
Yeah.
Find my Matthew. I'll see when he comes over. Though.
Chris, knock it off. Put him backstage.
Chris is the one that caused all the issues.
Chris is the loud one.
Oh my
Chris,
God.
is your camera moving?
Yeah, my eyes are killing me. I'm about to go to bed.
This guy.
Is it moving by itself, or are you moving
He's got
it?
one of those gyroscope freaking things where it like moves when you move.
He's got a panoramic setup going. Wants to show himself in the widescreen.
Getting it all ready in case he does his OnlyFans stuff later.
I don't know why it's doing
Watch
that.
me stick this cucumber up my ass.
Wow.
This is the worst goddamn cucumber ever. And it's going right down the worst highway ever.
Wow. Shit.
You look like you're in a. I'm not. I can't.
Blair Witch Project.
No, but not the Blair Witch Project. He looks like he's in a parody of the Blair Witch Project.
Did they do one? It was like a scary movie. They did something like that with the Blair Witch.
They did do a Blair
Yeah.
Witch spoof with Polly Shore. Did it?
She's crying. She's got the big nose booger inflating up and everything.
That's true. He did survive that.
Die Hard.
That
Yeah,
Die Hard movie.
Horrible.
He did the new Goosebumps show, which I didn't finish.
True.
I gotta just
I
check
still
that out. I haven't seen that.
I
I
seen a
watched
couple
part
episodes.
one.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I want to go back and watch Are You Afraid of the Dark again. Speaking of old
New
shows, new shows. Both. I wanted to watch the original first, but I wouldn't mind seeing the new one. It's fine.
I want Domino's cheesy breadsticks right now because it's on the TV.
Are they open?
Yeah, they're open until like what, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
No.
Look.
Sorry, I can't be up this late.
What
You
time
need
is
to
it?
do a matinee show.
If you want to go night, you could go night, Mick. It's okay. You showed up, you showed some love, you gave your rating.
46.
Can we do the next one at noon?
I was busy. Busy during the day. Did it at midnight. This is late.
This
This is when the young cool cats are out. You know?
That's fine.
Young
This
cool
is
cats.
us
let
getting
them
an
be
early
out.
start for tomorrow, for today, for our future.
Well, Chris,
Uh-huh.
not all of
Keep
us
having
go to
late-
sleep on Wednesday.
Not
But,
all of us go to sleep on Wednesday.
Would any of you guys watch this movie again? Was this movie good enough for any of you guys to watch maybe once every Christmas, once a year, like once every
Yeah.
December?
Yeah, I
This
could watch
movie-
it.
Yeah.
I
I
want
definitely
this
would buy
movie
it
for my
to come out.
collection.
I
I
don't.
mean, I'd watch it again. I don't know if I'd watch it habitually.
I'm with you on that. I know I'd definitely watch it again. I don't know if it's good enough for me to bring it back like for that whole holiday kind of watch feel for
Really?
me or whatever.
Thinks killing makes the rotation, and this you're like, nope.
Yeah.
You're like, nope. Not It's a Wonderful Knife, but thanks killing. Got it.
You don't understand
You
things.
offended Jason with Thanksgiving.
I
I've
told
never
him.
seen Jason offended by anything, and you offended this man with that choice.
See, I took the movie and enjoyed it for what it was, which was just not a good movie, but hilarious, stupid humor, cheesy humor, fun.
Oh, I took it for what it was too, Sturdy. But you gave me a nice little bit on the Three Geeks today, so I appreciate you for that.
Oh boy.
That's good. That's good. I'm known for that.
You've shown me that I
And
can
like
hate
Christmas
movies.
time, being happy and just cute and like lovey story. And, so me, at least, I'm not used to looking for horror things anyway. So like for me, this is like okay, this is kind of cool and different. Like I'm like again, that's why it's also not going to be habitual for me because I'm not going to be like, oh, it's Christmas time. Besides me watching my holiday movies and my Hallmark movies, let me go watch a horror movie in Christmas. I'm just. I
that's
got to
me.
this
I'll watch
age
it.
and never.
I'll never watch a Hallmark movie. Fuck that. I'll watch Silent Night, Deadly Night, Krampus, Christmas Horror Story. I just watched the Mean one with the Grinch one. Oh my god! When Christmas comes around, it's Christmas horror no matter what. I don't care about the lovey-dovey shit. I don't care about Hallmark shit, any of that. Nope. I'll put on a horror movie any day.
So first of all, I want to say thank you to the real world contestant up in the corner there for bringing up this question. Sitting in his fucking couch, just chilling with his confessionals. So I realize I crashed and burned. I know. So anyway, is there a horror actor? I know I asked this for a reason, but is there a horror actor that you have to watch every one of their movies? Like we're talking about Justin Long doing a lot. Are there any of them like where you're like I gotta watch all their movies? Like
Robert Englund. I've seen a lot of his stuff, even the bad ones.
Honestly, I have to do more research and get better at it, but I'll take Kane Hodder.
Okay.
Just to see what he's played in other than Jason. Like
See, it's hard to say because a lot of horror movies, it's more the movies that I'm attracted to, not so much the actors.
that's true too.
The only horror actor I ever like, oh, he's in a movie, I gotta check it out, and that's Bruce Campbell. I don't think there's any other ones where I'm like, oh, they're in it. I gotta watch this.
Well,
then I have news for you because he is in a Hallmark movie.
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You know what it is too. With
Someone
that
needed the money.
I think it's more so the fact, at least for me, it's more so of the fact, like, depending on the movie, like who. Then if I see them in that, I'm like, oh shit, oh he's in it, or oh, she's in it. Oh shit, I definitely gotta check it out. Not more so looking out for them to be in it, but if they're in a certain movie that I'm getting ready to watch anyway, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be. I'm expecting it to be better than what it is, and sometimes there's times where it's just like, oh man, it's.
See, with horror, I think it's more the directors and the producers that get me excited. Like Wes Craven did this. I want to check this out, or
it's a variation.
I'd honestly say it's more the characters most of the time.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Like, oh shit, a new Scream movie, cool. Like, or a new Jason, or
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I think that's probably. So is it horror and Disney princesses? Oh, I guess Marvel now too.
Yeah.
You're driven more for the characters.
Mm-hmm. I am kind of
and
curious to see Jenna Ortega. I mean, when she makes another horror movie, I'm going to be like, all right, I want to check that out because she's in it, and I know that she's been doing good stuff. And
I could give she's fine. Everything she's been in, that she's been fine. She did great in Wednesday. I could give a flying fuck any more movies with her, because I'm so tired of that whole fighting argument about her with Wednesday and all the problems they said she was giving. Now I'm not done with her. It's just that was a whole. It just seems like every time I'm just so tired of it. It's
yeah.
I don't even know if I'll go back to Wednesday because of all that shit. I hate that controversy shit.
Oh, it's happening, Dale. It's happening.
There he is.
What's up, Dale?
Yeah, we're live, and I'm.
Yeah, it's really happening.
I'm fading quick.
I can't.
What are you saying, Chris?
Say, bro, that there's anybody one thing. I mean, back in the day, I went on a long binge watch of everything Vincent Price. Remember the names of them all? Yeah. About
you gotta think too, when you're younger, it's ooh, Nightmare on Elm Street, ooh, Friday the 13th, ooh,
yeah,
that was more of the attraction than getting into it more a lot of people are now and knowing actors and things like that. It was the trailers and I want to watch the new scary movie that's popular. You know what I mean? So
and for me, for a pretty long while, because I was the baby, it was whatever these motherfuckers picked out.
Yeah,
that's what I was watching for horror.
Yeah. It was same with me when I was sneaking around that couch, whatever they were watching.
Yeah,
that's
whatever was out.
I mean? So I wanted to know why I couldn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? So
I didn't know. That's why I say I don't remember what I started out with, and it was funny because, and I don't know why. I still don't understand to this day. We'd be watching these movies. Anytime it's a nude scene, Aaron, cover your eyes. Anything scary, anything killing, nothing. Don't cover your eyes.
Watch a decapitation, but a naked body. Oh my God, can't see that.
Yep, can't see some titties right now. You don't need to see that. Yeah. You're way too young to see that.
I know.
What about everything else? But I miss those days. But no, it's just so funny how something that you were into like that as a child, as a fucking child, still just as into it even more.
It's taboo. It's something that you're not supposed to see as a child, but it's interesting because death is such a big question that you find out early, and that's a provocative way for kids to because it's a thrill.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see why kids get so attracted to it. I mean, we all did, of course, and that's why we're here, right? Well, I
it's like
think
this
actually
weird
Chris looks
memory
like he's in the back of Maury waiting for a paternity test. So I don't know what's going on.
He's in the green room.
Oh my gosh.
We'll be back with Chris right after these messages, and like that video right there.
Yeah, and he actually shows the green room too. That's hilarious. That works so well.
Oh my gosh. I'm just wondering what song he's gonna come out. He's gonna start playing when they fucking find out he's not the father. Start playing and they start dancing. Billie Jean.
Fuck you.
Oh, man.
You never get
Oh,
not mine.
That's crazy.
oh my god. My gosh, oh my gosh! But no, going back to I like again going back to the killers. Like it was a very unique way of showing two killers in a film. I've never seen anything done like that. Usually, you just see two killers in a film, and it's not like to where they're in basically. I guess you would say almost two different universes in a sense, right?
They changed. You changed.
Aura thing or whatever. What you got? Northern Lights. Some.
Yeah, that whole thing. Like
They did the whole Back to the Future.
The lights was a little weird. Bring me back to my normal life. I'm like, what?
They did the whole Back to the Future thing. They went back in time and made a whole different new timeline, and that timeline has now created this, where everything has happened when she was not around.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
it's
but it's weird because everyone's a crackhead now because she wasn't there. Like now everybody's a basehead. Everybody.
Well, because she killed him. She killed the mayor in the beginning, so
Right.
therefore he was never around to make all the crackheads and make all the drugs.
Right.
And
Well,
I
maybe
did-
that's why they all had the green eyes and all that because now they're all on his drugs or whatever. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of
I-
things you got to kind of make fit that don't just fit. you
Well,
know, so-
I took it as because she changed something because like remember he and her father were best friends.
Mhm.
So she was never born. Maybe business is better when they're starting or working or whatever. Any number of things could have changed. And he maybe started because they're both killers at that point. They started the plan earlier, maybe.
Well, no,
Well,
because
yeah,
they killed the brother. The mayor killed the brother.
Yeah.
So he went into a depression. So he was able to manipulate him to become another character. Like, you're my bodyguard. You're the one that's going to take out my competition to do everything you do.
Yeah, because
And
they were
someone-
saying they even said it something like that when they were telling the story again about how the mayor did the first kill, and then after that her father took over and did the rest of them because crazy what Matt was saying with the depression and all that got manipulated into doing it.
Yeah. Well, when he was like, "You're talking about my
So he
best
killed
friend,
his own
the
son?
guy that bought my house, he did all this stuff for me." So right when he was saying all that, I kind of put together that he had something to do with the killings that are still happening because he's very protective over him. He bought me my house. He paid for my son's funeral. I'm like, yeah, okay, this guy's either the killer or he's helping hide who he really is. So
Yeah, because even in the original, that's why I didn't pick up on that. I'm
Yeah.
glad you said that because
yeah,
it was more about the father
Mhm.
cared for him.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thanks. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Mhm.
And what I was gonna say about that part too is I was in the middle. I was like, it's either he's a part of this in a bad way, or he's going to do something good. I couldn't think of what, but he's gonna do something good. And I was like, nah, he's the killer in this universe, so to speak. He's the killer. And I was just like, holy shit. Holy shit. You know what I mean? And fucking I love how brutal it was when it did get violent. I love the brutality of it because it fit with the emotions that they were trying to show off with this movie. It really fit the emotion and it really freaking worked. Because I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, when he was like, "Get the fuck out of my house," I was like, "All right, that's cool." But then she stands it right outside the room. He tells her to leave with the other girl. I'm like, he just said, "Get the hell out!" Like he's not. You know what I mean?
You
Like
don't
that's
know.
kind of one of the scenes where I was like, "You should probably leave." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was she should have ran all the way out of the house, and that girl met. You know, I don't know. It's little stuff like that, which is why I was into 5 to 7 sway. There,
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
there's some stuff I'm like, you could have did that a little better. But there were parts that were real good, like when he got him with the axe and the blood hit the window. That was awesome. Love
That was fucking dope.
yeah, love the blood splatter.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I look
kills
for
in
a
that.
slasher. The kills were great.
All
Yeah.
throughout,
Yeah.
like fast
yeah.
and really
Yep.
well done. Like,
Real violent. I liked it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a cool element to it because, like, again, like I think the fast killer was kind of, I would say, Scream sort of ushered that in. You know, just like the really like fast chase him down. So, but I like that it's gotten faster. You know, almost like they're ninjas half the time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They do supernatural shit, but they're not supernatural. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? Yeah. But with that light in the sky thing, and then the green eyes, maybe there's some, you know, whatever. There's some supernaturalness.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
so
there's some
if
way
that, if that was tied in better, I mean, that could have worked completely for me. But the way you don't see nothing about him taking over people's minds and whatever until that point. You see the people and they're all like with the green eyes, and you're like, what the hell? All right, now they're zombies. All right, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's if that was brought in slower, I guess you could say
it just explained one way or another. Yeah, because the only thing they really did was I remember when they had the whole white suit thing with the mask and all that, like hanging up on stage with blood like dripping out the neck.
Yeah,
that's like the only thing they really had. But they didn't even explain that. They just had that going on.
That's when he killed his own brother too, which was weird.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie was just. It was good, but then there was some parts where just like, why wasn't this explained better?
But I think that's the thing about this movie, and because I love It's a Wonderful Life. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies. So
yeah, great movie.
And the reason it works is it's like almost 3 hours long. Like they tell a tale. Like this one is like an hour and maybe 20 minutes. Trying to tell that long of a tale, like there's a reason when because he doesn't even make that wish until the last hour of the freaking movie, not even the last hour, like the last 45 minutes, and then when he does, it's like you understand why him not being there, like it's perfectly planned out. It's like, oh yeah, that would happen. All of these bad things would happen since George wasn't born, because you just set up for me in 2 hours. What
the reason why?
Yeah, all the things.
Yeah, to cram that element into a movie that short is like impossible, dude.
Yeah, so that's why. Yeah,
because one of the things I do, I don't know if you guys do this. When I get ready to watch a movie, one of the first things I look at after the title and who's in it is how long is it.
Yeah,
I always look at how long it is, and I'm like, okay, we'll see what you know. But then It's a Wonderful Life, I was like, are they gonna try to make references to It's a Wonderful Life? And I was like, if they do, they better do it right, because that's like an iconic movie. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, here we are. So I don't know.
Yeah, I forgave it for being a horror movie. In the sense that like you have to be fast in a horror movie. You're not gonna, but at least you should have explained it, or why not even add the element of a fucking angel in some way? Because how is that less believable than the Northern Lights?
Yeah,
very true.
It's just like you took two unbelievable acts and you said, okay, but this one has a connotation, so we're gonna go with this one.
They could have added the whole in the Wonderful Life, when an angel gets its wings, a bell rings. They should have had like a bell ring, and in this one, the angel's coming after you or coming after someone.
That'd be cool.
Every time a bell rings, the
that
angel
creates the anticipation, and that would have worked.
They could add that into there.
Like the angel took over that other girl, the weird girl.
Yeah,
and like you could still have that element of like, oh, she remember, she's gonna remember or whatever. I don't know, fucking goddamn, I might lower my fucking rank.
Well, that's why mine was so wide, because the more you think about it and dissect it, the more you're like, because I got it on my TV right now with no sound, to kind of relook at things, and there's stuff that's like after you start seeing it again, when the lights, even when the Northern Lights were on the screen. I mean, you're like, what the hell is that? Like, it's not, I don't know. There were just elements to me that could have done better that would absolutely work. It just wasn't as crispy or whatever call it. You know what I mean?
I'll say that right there,
if
Jeff.
It was done better. It could have been so good. Like, just because from the costume, the blood, the gore, the violence of the kills, this has all the potential in the world. But shit like that, and then the green eyed zombie thing, I'm like, I like it, but I like it, but you know what I mean? And there's too many I like it buts. But I mean. Like I said, good movie. I'd watch it again for sure. It wasn't bad at all.
I want to say for the Northern Lights thing, that could have looked so much better. That could have looked so much freaking better.
With the ability we have with computers now, absolutely. That could have looked so much better.
To make it look more important at the same time, too. Because when you're seeing it in the movie, it just looks like some bullshit in the sky.
Yeah, because the only time you see it, he's like, I wish I didn't live. Okay, there's the lights. Now I want my life back. There's the lights. There's no reference to it at any other point except here and here. You know what I mean? And then here come the green eyes. You're like, what the fuck?
There should have been a small reference to the Northern Lights, even if it's like if you make a wish, your wish may come true, or it'll give you like a certain reality, and then if you want to stay in that reality, you can, or whatever. Like just something, even if it's like a little myth, and then it happens. But they just kind of threw that shit out there, along with a few other things. But again, the movie wasn't terrible. I actually bumped my score from a 5 to a 6 because there is a lot of good elements of it, and maybe a second watch I'd like it more. I don't know, but it's definitely something I can't say as of right now that I can bring back every single year for me to watch around this time of year. But I would definitely watch it again. I just don't know when.
I would actually enjoy a second one. I wouldn't mind a second one of these.
Oh yes, hell yeah, a sequel.
Yeah, for the violence and the costume alone, I love both of those. Like that outfit was great. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh, this shit is great. That was awesome."
I'll go as far as I wouldn't mind a trilogy of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If they do it right, it could absolutely be done. I think so. I think I could get much more popular than it is. You know what I mean? I just think if they tighten it up a little bit, ridiculous potential for sure.
I could definitely see a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Sequel?
Yeah,
but a sequel, yes. Possibly a trilogy. Possibly.
Like, if I paid to see this movie, I would not be mad. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I grade movies too. Like if I had to pay for this, I'd be a little upset. Not this. This is. I wouldn't be mad if I paid for it. You know what I mean? It's like you pay for a new dish at a restaurant and you don't like the shit. You're stuck with it. You're like, fuck, I don't even like this. I don't feel that way about this movie. This movie, if I paid for it, I'd be okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, if we go. So say basically, if you see it in theaters, let's say you'd watch this in theaters.
Yeah, I would not be mad at what I saw. That's
no.
5 to 7.
It may even be more, and of course, because of the experience, the bigger screen, the better sound, it may even be more enjoyable and maybe a little bit of a better rating watching it in theaters, and maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, and us being like, people that favor horror movies, like, not one of us said the jump scare. I saw them, but I was like, okay. I wasn't like, oh shit, you know what I mean? None of them had that effect to me. None. Which is another thing. Like, I know jump scares are tough to pull off since they've been around so long, but there are movies that are, they pull it off a little bit. And this one, I got nothing from the jump scares. And from
They're hard to pull off at home too. Jump scares.
Mm-hmm. And then one of my worst scenes, if we're going to talk about that, let me put this out there real quick, was when she ran into the woods. That shit was so unrealistic. She ran behind 2 trees and was like, and then he ran in and it's off to the left. He went. I'm like, where the fuck is he going, dude? You got to run in there a little more. That's like the killer was scared to run into the woods after the person he's trying to kill. I was like, what the hell is that? So,
And the way she kept going between the trees like this.
Yeah, and it was only side to side, dude. It was only like this. I'm like,
it kind of reminded me.
I would have killed her 10 minutes ago. You know what I mean?
It reminded me of Steve Harvey's bit on original Kings of Comedy, where he's talking about the retarded kid that would hide behind a tree playing hide and seek.
You're going the circle, right?
Just stuff like that is why I graded it the way I did. Like it's some of it was really good, and other stuff you're like, all right, it's just they threw that in there because they had to. It's kind of what it felt like. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
All right, everybody says they would watch it again, but is this a movie you would recommend for someone to watch that is a fan of horror, but you're like, you should check it out?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would recommend this. Yeah, it's not bad. It could use some polish, but it's not terrible. No, I would absolutely recommend it.
I would too.
I would myself. Yeah,
Sturdy, you should check this movie out.
I already did. Man.
Daniel, the Phantom Menace, they gave us Kool-Aid to drink before we saw that, because I think everybody saw it in the theater the first time and was like, that was awesome. It was not awesome.
Menace, what you just said? Danny the Phantom Menace? Is that what you just said, Jason?
What's that?
Danny the Phantom Menace? Is that what you just said?
No, I was replying to Daniel's comment.
Oh,
my fault. He said most movies in the theaters are better. The experience is better in the theater. He's like, take the Phantom Menace for it.
True.
I almost walked out on the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Oh my god, I saw that in the theater. I wanted my money back.
We've all changed our minds on that movie.
That's what I'm talking about. If I was upset if I paid for it, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
We all changed our minds, Matt, because Nick and I were very anti the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and we had to watch it for Sturdy last night. And
my god,
and it is so good.
Way better.
I want to point out that I don't know if anybody noticed, but I've been mocking Chris the entire fucking time.
Yeah, I did.
Dude, I was laughing earlier at
every time.
I'm like, what is he doing?
Everything, I just start fucking mimicking you.
I challenge you to revisit it, Matt, because like I said, Mick and I both absolutely hated that movie.
Yeah, we did revisit it, and I gotta say,
I got rid of my DVD of it. I was like, nope, out.
He's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Get out.
Okay, though. Listen, Jason, we said we liked it. Now we didn't say it's a must-watch. maybe people don't want to watch it.
I was just so disappointed in it.
There's a little difference.
No, I enjoyed it though, like the story of it and everything else. And when you go back and watch it again, oh, here's Ibrahim. Let me get his camera on. Coming on to talk about this a little bit. Just got out of work. Another light-skinned guy, by the way. Probably brushing his hair.
Oh, some of us old people want to go to bed.
You can go night whenever you want to go night, Jason.
I might let this person replace me.
I thought that's what Mick was doing.
Hey, did anyone else?
I'm not gonna lie. I'll let you find it when you rewatch. I fall asleep. I fell asleep for like a minute. There was like a minute where I was like sitting here, and I know I fell asleep because I woke up and I'm looking around, and I'm like,
where am I?
Where am I?
I was like,
did any of you guys the part where she had to put on that pink outfit after Christmas, right? When she got that pink gift before her brother got the truck, she had to go put it on. Remember a Christmas story? Did you get a Christmas
story out of it? Yep.
I mean, yeah. So they touched on a few things that were, yeah.
Yo, tell me how mad you would be about that, though.
I wouldn't care. I'd be like, y'all don't love me. Fuck all of you. Have a nice Christmas. I'll go in my room.
That's bullshit. Jeff, I know you too well, cuz if you got a fucking track and Josh got a truck, you niggas is fist fighting on Christmas right outside. Don't even lie.
But why would me and Josh fight? He ain't the one that bought it. It's my parents that did that foul ass shit.
Because he's the type of you rubbing it in your face like you ain't getting this shit, Jeff.
Dude, if that shit happened to me, I ain't gonna act like I'd knock that motherfucker out.
I'm not saying I wouldn't want to crash that shit into a tree, but
Nick, from all the stories you told on the podcast and stuff, I already know if any one of you and your siblings got a vehicle, there'd be a fist fight. If just one of you got it for Christmas, there's a fight.
Dude,
the upper hand that I'd have is when he fucked it up, he'd be looking at me to fix it. Since I was a mechanic, and I could be like, I'm not fixing shit. How about that?
Yep. Can I drive it? All right, fine. Yeah, we can share it.
That would be my, my claim to fame, I guess.
Listen, that's fair. That works. Technical difficulties. And keep it going for a few more minutes.
Who is that trying to come in here?
Ibrahim. He used to be on Popcorn and Pints with us.
Okay. I keep seeing the thing flash, and I'm like,
no, I'm seeing it. I was just seeing like if his sound or anything was coming in yet, but he's still having issues, I guess. So, do go boot and see if he comes back.
We had issues on our show today too, but I think we played them off very well.
It happens. Happens to the best.
Why you put me next to the weirdo, dude? What's going on over here?
No, I want to go. No, I'm trying to go to bed, but Sturdy won't shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding. No, nobody's here. Everybody else is asleep.
Just slide your hat down and cover your eyes.
Just slide your hat down and cover
your
eyes.
Go.
Your own style. I'm watching.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got one eye open.
Like Jay-Z, you got the whole
it's gonna become the watch Mick. It's like Truman Show, but it's just Mick sleeping.
The Truman Show with Mick sleeping.
And that's why every once in a while. Hey guys, am I asleep or
I
not?
should have taken some Dramamine before we started the show.
Wake up, buddy. Oh, look at that. Sunglasses.
Let me know if you know if I'm asleep or not.
Welcome to Off the Rails with Sir Sturdy.
Nah, we're just sending them a message because we're about to wrap this up anyway. Unlike, what? Never mind. I don't have to go there this time.
Mick's doing the head tilt. He's falling aslead. The head's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
the side.
He really is.
Yep,
He really
he's done.
is. The shoulders rolling.
Nice
The head's
hat.
gonna roll.
And wait for the head to go flop to the side and do the
Yeah,
head bob.
hit the microphone. Bam.
Oh, wait now.
That'd be hilarious. That loud shit. That loud ass shit.
Yeah, he's gonna come back and watch the end of this to say, "What the hell did I do when I fell asleep?"
Oh,
There he goes. See? We saw the head move, the head tilt.
Yo, I need to go to bed, Sturdy.
yeah, we're wrapping it up right now. This is a good, fun fucking episode. We're gonna wrap this shit up. Everybody on here is old. Getting old.
Go play some Fortnite.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all
I'm
for
saying I'm about to
being
get on
here.
a PlayStation. I don't know about you, but I ain't going to bed yet.
I'm not sure what I'm about to do. I may hit you up on that, Jeff. I may hit you up on that.
And everybody
But,
go check out Worst Damn Gamer. He will be streaming until Wednesday when he finally goes to sleep.
Yes, yes. Go
Of
check out
next-
Worst Damn
Next
Gamer.
day of next month.
Go check out You and Your Horror Movies. Go check out the Three Geeks podcast. Go check out the Scene Snobs. Of course, go check out Horror vs. 30. Go check out Popcorn and Pints. And thank you all for being here again.
I'm on
I'll see you in
Facebook.
nightmares. He's on Facebook. He's on Facebook. I'll see you all in your nightmares. Peace.
Mick.